Welcome to the French Pavilion. France was present in force at the 2019 edition of the Switch FinTech Festival under the message Choose France, La French Tech. Our 50 participating French startups and companies were eager to engage in cooperation with the local and regional ecosystem. This year again, France is one of the first countries to have embarked with enthusiasm on the hybrid adventure promoted by Singapore. As a partner country, we will organize in Paris the physical edition of SSF 2020. The French tech ecosystem will manifest its presence in two ways. A VIP event on December the 8th at Palais Brongniart, Paris Historical Stock Exchange, involving Cédric O, Minister for the Digital Transition, François Villeroy de Galhau, Governor of Banque de France, Arnaud Codou, Deputy CEO of BPI France, Arnaud de Bresson, Managing Director of Paris Europlace, and Kat Borlegan, Executive Director of La French Tech, along with 5 of the most promising French startups. A national pavilion on the Singaporean SSF platform with conferences organized by French Tech Singapore experts on several subjects, such as fintech, AI, green finance, and music and tech. With our booming French tech ecosystem here in Singapore, composed of over 1,000 companies and more than 300 entrepreneurs, we are confident that this year's edition will be outstanding and will bring our two ecosystems, French and Singaporean tech, closer together. To name a few of the very dynamic bilateral initiatives, the Global Innovation Alliance in France, set up by Enterprise Singapore, a system for welcoming and supporting Singaporean startups in their approach to Europe. The program between BPI France and Enterprise Singapore to encourage, finance and foster the emergence of new technological partnerships between French and Singaporean companies. And more recently, the implementation of the acceleration program in France, Hello Tomorrow Innovation Alliance. It's designed to support access to the European market for Singaporean deep tech startups and SMEs. Several French acceleration initiatives for startups, SMEs, and venture capital funds are being developed in parallel, among which the creation of a France-ASEAN Venture Capital Fund. It's intended to finance the development in France, Europe, and ASEAN. We are very pleased to be present again this year at Switch FinTech Festival, since FinTech is a key topic in France. Paris will be, in the post-Brexit context, the leading financial center in the EU 27. It is already the European leader in FinTech and green and sustainable finance. The Paris Financial Center is developing a long-term strategy to consolidate its position as financial center of the future in Europe, to develop a financial industry that serves society and contributes to a competitive and sustainable economy. So I wish you a very good and fruitful time on the French Pavilion. Thank you.
T'as
pas démarré encore?
C'est en règle là ou pas? Ouais. Allez, first take. For me, La French Tech is a bunch of startup and tech small and medium enterprises that are very adaptive, very dynamic and very flexible. It is a formidable concept to develop international markets in commerce and whatever, and to attract foreign startups and talents to France and Europe. So we are winners with La French Tech.
Hi, I'm Roswell Wolf, head of Asia Pacific for Sigfox. Sigfox thinks that certainly La French Tech is one of the greatest collaborations between government, entrepreneurs and business, creating a real community of people to promote French technology engage with both domestic and international businesses, bringing together the best that French technology has to offer and finding new opportunities for investment and business development on a worldwide basis. And Sigfox has benefited from the beginning of our startup to being a more established company and encouraged participation by foreign companies, foreign governments, and the French government to find new business opportunity.
For me, French tech communities abroad are showcases. They are a sample of what France can do when all forces are gathered, talent, ideas, innovation, together to create and accelerate. So it gives you an idea of what you can get in France with a community 10,000 times bigger.
For me, French tech is a different way of approaching technology and digital in a less uniform world.
The French Tech is a French startup movement. It's a unique ecosystem that brings together startups, investors, decision makers, and community builders on their way to make France one of the most attractive countries in the world for startups that want to get started. Conquering international markets and building a future that makes sense. It's also a great way to put light on the French expertise and cutting-edge technologies innovation worldwide.
French Tech, for me, it's this French particularity that inspires creativity, entrepreneurship, and leads the change of innovation in France.
La French Tech refers to the French startup scene. It's also a special government initiative inside the Emmanuel Macron administration, better known as French Tech Mission, to bolster France as a country where tech startups can start, scale, and succeed in companies that make sense for the future.
So for me, French Tech is a wonderful community helping French innovation to shine and grow.
La French Tech is three things to me. One, it's an accelerator of a network of connections, of business opportunities, partnerships, both in the local ecosystem and in the French community. Two, it's a collective intelligence. So whatever problems or questions you have, there's always somebody who's been there before and is ready to help. And three, it's a bunch of people who like to hang out together and want to grow together.
The French tech ecosystem is a major target for us at INPI, the French Intellectual Property Office. We support them closely on intellectual property matters through dedicated services.
It's a vibrant community of entrepreneurs who are supporting each other and pushing forward our collective knowledge of new technologies and how they can improve people's lives.
La French Tech for Leisure is a collaborative movement of resilient technologies where people will see the future in a different way.
For me, French Tech is a community of entrepreneurs that want to develop their business but with a French touch.
For me, French Tech is growth opportunity, a lot of business, and a lot of fun.
French Tech is a community who shared the certitude that we go further as a team than alone. We have a common ambition to make innovations grow and create a positive impact on society. But most importantly, French Tech is about people who are looking for the best energies. So, let's meet for a coffee!
Il t'arrive la French Tech.
Join la French Tech.
Tiajou, la French Tech.
Venia para la French Tech.
Raggiungete la French Tech.
Join la French Tech.
Rejoignez la French Tech.